Good morning from White Beach. This is my last day on White Beach. Weather was a bit poor yesterday. I booked an extra day, but today is the last day. One more night. Today I'm going to take a look at Sabang. There's two popular tourist areas in Porto Galera. This is one of them, White Beach, and the other one is Sabang. So that's where I'm going to take a look at. I think people go to Sabang because of the nightlife, but I'm not going to see it because of the nightlife. I'm going to see it because I've got a sort of alternative motive, because I did visit the Philippines a long time ago in a previous life when I was a young man. I came here with a pal, and I don't know where I stayed. It definitely wasn't White Beach, but it may have been Sabang. So I'm going to see, although my memory's sketchy, all them years ago, I'm going to see if there's anything that just triggers any memories. Because there were happy times. It was just me and a pal, and there were happy times. The good old days. Anyway, I'm going to take a look and see what's there. In the meantime, yesterday was a rough day. A bit of a storm and a depression. There was 2 typhoons over the Philippines, and they took away all the water sports and all the games in case they got blown away. But now they're returning them, so the weather forecast must be good for today, although it still feels a little breezy. So here we are in Sabang. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning, and as I say, I'm not going to be able to see any nightlife today, but there's plenty of evidence of the other reason that people come to Sabang, as the dive boats leave and take the divers out to the dive sites. But this one on the right hand side, I suspect them for some reason. I'm going to keep an eye on them. But sitting on the corniche here, it has a nice relaxed feel to it, as you'd expect from a seaside resort. It's about half a mile long, and it's lined with hotels, cafes, restaurants, and many dive centres. I'm still watching that dive boat. Still got my suspicions, because I think they're just heading out to that bikini bar, the floating bar that you can see. Well, this is Sabang. It says Sabang Beach on Google Maps, but there's no beach here, unless there's a beach in another one of the coves. But Sabang itself, it's quite a nice town. I like the town, bustling town, narrow streets, different from other Filipino towns that I've seen. But it's got a big long corniche which goes all the way over there. Lots of it's still under construction, but this is February 2023, so it could be finished in a few months' time. But there's a lot of construction going on around here, and the difference to White Beach is White Beach seems a bit more chilled and relaxed, if I'm honest. And here there's lots of restaurants and cafes. It's a bit more built up, and it also caters for the diving community. There's lots and lots of diving from here, it appears. I'm going to have a look around the town and get myself a little drink. But if this is the place I came to in 1986, I think it was, when I was a young man, it's unrecognisable. It's unrecognisable. I slept in a nipa hut. It's 10 foot from the coast, 10 foot from the sea, and it was just perfect. But now this is all built up, so if this was the place I came to, I'll never ever know. There's lots of other bays I could have been to be honest with you. Porto Galera's full of them. So I just decided to wander around Sabang and look for clues, because back then it was all so simple. There was none of this concrete, none of these buildings. It's all centered around diving now, and there are many dive centers in Sabang now, but back then there was only one, and that could be a clue. And so Captain Greggs rings a bell, but Captain Greggs, as it looks now, would have looked very different back then, because Captain Greggs has only just been built up. It burned down just a couple of years ago, I believe. So I decided to stay for a drink in Captain Greggs. And then I found a picture on the wall, these old photographs going back to 1987, which is about the time that I visited here. And this is what I remember, these old time simple pictures. So yes, this could have been the place I came to. So that's me finished now in Sabang, finished my exploring. I'm happy with what I found. I do believe this is where I came all them years ago, although it has changed beyond recognition. But this is full of the bars and the restaurants and where you find the nightlife that a lot of people come for. But unfortunately I'm driving and I can't have a drink, and therefore I'm going to head back to White Beach, where I can park up the car and relax. So I would just like to take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you for your support. It does mean a lot to me. So if you haven't already done so, please click like, subscribe, or the usual things, because it does help the channel. Thank you very much. Goodbye.